normally is done at this last meeting, but they're not ready yet for it, so we're gonna have June's meeting, we'll have a review of roadway projects that they're gonna be supporting, and I think we've got one project in there now, but they said they would be adding some other projects to the mix. So we'll probably see the presentation in June and vote on it in July. And I'll let you know what those projects are once they make it or don't make it to the list. As the Neighborhood Association President's Council Liaison, was in the South Palm Park meeting, was at Tropical Ridge last night, stopped by but missed downtown Jewel over at Surrey, but I got a chance to say hi to a couple of lingerers. We have the meeting, NAPC meeting on this Saturday, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Education Council, I believe, meets next week. I created an education council with a group of all the principals from our schools and some charter schools involved as well. And we're working on locations. I think I mentioned it before, but a big goal is to create more VPK programs and to create an outlet for students in the middle school years where they're getting into trouble and doing things. Had a very successful conversation with the YWCA, and they have the funding to run and operate and staff programs within our communities if we can find the facilities. So I encourage all of you with areas now that we know that we can get the funding to do that. You know, my ultimate goal was to have one in each district so that it would be overflowed. We have these programs at South Grade, we have them at North Grade. They're there, but there's just not enough for all the kids. And remember that, especially the little ones with VPK, with this new leave them back in the third grade policy that we have now with testing, many of those children, they're finding statistically, most of those children that are getting left back in the third grade were not English speakers to begin with. And that extra training, that extra classwork really does a world of difference in helping them to step up to that. And then where a lot of the crime is happening is these young people in high school. Principal Lockhart, God love him, he's got enough programs and things going on at that school to keep them busy, plus the fact they've got kids with cars and driver's licenses and places to go and do, but the middle school kids are kind of stuck from 4 to 8 p.m. So this is a pet project of mine, forgive me if I mentioned it before, but I'm going to be talking about it again. We want to bring those extra programs, and one facility can be for kids, VPK, morning to 1, and then for middle school students from 4 to 8 p.m. or something of that nature. And so they double for both of those locations, and again, it wouldn't be something that the city would have to fund, but could happen and benefit our community. So keep your fingers crossed for that one. And Lucenti, what a nice project, what a nice group of people. So glad to see it. I'll tell you this, someone, Kennedy Holmes is the one building that. There's somebody psyched to be in the city of Lake Worth. They've spent a lot of time here, they've spent a lot of time on the avenue, a lot of time talking with people, sitting in restaurants, doing whatnot, and they so get it, who we are, and love that and embrace it, and the whole purpose is to be a downtown type of place. And those 4 units that they've already sold, they said there's one retired couple from out west, and the other 3 were young couples or young singles.
A gay couple.
Gay couple.
There was a young
married couple.
Married.
And so again, you know, they're all talking about that livable, bikeable, walkable, you know, very cool hip Lake Worth. So very exciting, great time for Lake Worth. Thank you to everybody involved, and thank you to all the neighborhood associations for welcoming me so nicely to my new post. All right.